seriously, life advice time. Having kids and getting married is no joke. Especially the kids part, guys. When I was 16, I thought I wanted to have a baby. I thought that would basically give me happiness and love and stuff. Well, fast forward into my 20s, actually having a child means, let's just be honest, giving a lot of yourself to somebody else. So is that like the general consensus of our society, is like we're just a bunch of people that love to give ourselves to others? No, we're kind of a selfish society who like basically takes everything for themselves and maybe has some a spouse or a couple of kids, yeah? It just doesn't like seem really like people tell the truth about the crappy parts of having kids. I don't mean to sound like a downer, I really don't. I just want to be honest that, yeah, like it's just not what it's cracked up to be on TV shows or movies or something. Like, having kids, you need to have a lot of patience and be really calm. Like, have a plan to give them food every day. And I think I was calculating, like, I really hate coming to this stupid place. Why do people have, okay. I was calculating like how much it might cost, or at least how many meals. Two meals a day for like 5 years, right? How many meals would that be? Well, it was something like 2 meals a day, 5 times, or for 5 years. I did like 300 days of the year, not even a full 365. Anyways, it came to like 3,000 meals. 2 meals a day for 5 years would be 3,000 meals that you have to either prepare or get or DoorDash or whatever, but you have to do that as the wife and mom if that's your traditional, like if that's the role you're gonna take, is being a traditional woman and you cook for the family, which is basically just sort of like what I was raised around, that environment. My aunt was very like always cooked for the family, and she was just like totally a Susie homemaker, never had a job, but she had a bunch of kids. And my own mother, well, she actually did work, so I didn't get to see a lot of how to be a mom and a wife from her. Truth be told, I think it was more my aunt and like other women that I was around as far as church and things like that. So yeah, if you expect your marriage to last, if you want it to last, if you want your kids to be happy, if you don't want your kids taken away from social services, if you want all these things, I mean, you have to be prepared, and that requires like being probably not a teenager, probably old enough to have a job, pay taxes, pay insurance, like all of the fun things in life. Pay the trash bill, pay the gas bill, pay the electric bill, pay the internet bill, pay for phones. It's really like a lot per child. Like, it's a big deal. And I don't know, I guess some people are just seemingly equipped for like a lot of kids. Myself, I could only have 1 or 2 kids. Have one, I would consider maybe 1 more, but that would be it. I do not have the capabilities to care for a human life. And that's the truth. Like, if people were like more honest with themselves, I think they would be like, yeah, why do I care for these humans in this shitty planet where everyone has like porn in their pocket, you know, cell phones, and so all these little boys are just being raised to think what about women? Not a lot. Not a lot. And the women or the girls are just being taught to like honestly like not value themselves in terms of their body, and that can honestly just mess you up mentally, emotionally. I know from experience. I was very young, 14, when I experienced adult things I shouldn't have, didn't know about, etc. Yeah. You just really want to make sure you're ready for kids before you have them, because you can really mess up their lives if not. And having a child before the age of 18 is pretty much the worst idea. And I don't mean that there are not great parents still. There are, absolutely. But the point is, what kind of life do you have when you have to give everything to someone else? That's not a great life for a teenager. I'm sorry to say. I think that especially young teenagers ought to have a chance to be children, to grow up and experience life before having a kid, because I can tell you, like, it's just not really fun having a child. It's really not. It's very, very stressful. You have to like always just be responsible then, and I like kind of being irresponsible, especially in my 20s. So like, it's just a lot to think about. Furthermore, like, I know I said about the porn and everything, but it's true. Like, what kind of environment do we really expect these kids to grow up in? It's like really sad. They just know way too much adult information at a way too young an age, and even for millennials, who I know of that maybe lost their innocence, I guess. We'll say like finding dad's magazines or something. At least it was sort of like still sporadic, like you still didn't know when exactly you were going to see that again, or what have you. Okay. Now it's just like, oh, I could go home and you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I'm so thankful to be able to have grown up in the 90s and 2000s. It was the best. What am I fucking doing? I'm panicked. That's all. Yeah, guys, no kids. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your childhood. If it happens, cool. Take care of the kid. Don't be a deadbeat parent. Because, on that note, if you are not there for the children that you have, now, adoption and all that is like, that's giving up your parental responsibilities, and, you know, I get that. I mean, I get that you're making a choice. However, I'm just saying that, like, if you actually have kids and then you're just being neglectful by leaving them with a family member or the other parents, if you do miss out on your child's life, let me tell you how fast 15 years goes. Really, really fast. Okay? Honestly, you don't want to be, like, missing your child after 10, 15 years and know that you could have been with your child and you're not. That's truly, like, the worst. A win well deserved. Definitely. Okay.